Just when you thought CenterStrain01 didn't have any more Assassin's Creed Origins footage for you, it pulls you back in. Welcome to another video. This time we're going to be doing the side mission that we were able to undertake. I'm going to be doing some of this at nighttime and some of this during the daytime. There's going to be minimal commentary because there's a lot of cool things that I want you to be able to experience and hear in the sound. Other than that, we're going to get into some combat here and a little bit of detective work. Actually, this is a pretty varied mission to undertake. Using our predator bow there, I love it. Good stuff, and we're going to continue on. We need to talk to the kid.
You did it! I knew you could do it!
Did you bring me here to get rid of these bandits?
Sure did. I'm extremely smart. Everyone says so.
How did a smart boy like you get tricked into working for bandits?
I don't work for them. This mean old lady locked up a bunch of us kids. She makes us steal for her.
Locked up?
Yeah, my sister was going to save us, and she said to meet her in the shipyard by the river. But she never came. Will you look for her? I'll steal you an apple.
Hey, you don't need to buy my help. It is yours for free. What is your sister's name?
Kawit, and mine's Ifri. If you find Kawit, tell her I'm mad at her.
And that's just like one of the cool things I like about this so far is that you can randomly encounter these missions, and then if you need to track them, it's very easy. You just press that button and boom, you're able to track the mission that you need to do, and then you can just head towards wherever you want to go. We're going to switch back to daytime now. I like switching back and forth just to see the differences in the way the environments can look and change, and the way people are going to be like scattered around and stuff. And I don't know, every time I go through these big leaves, these big grass leaves, I just think of the gladiator when he's walking through the field, you know. It always brings back that kind of memory to me. So this is going to be a detective type of mission to do here in this specific section. We need to investigate and uncover the specific clues, which isn't too hard to figure out.
There's the mast from the banned ship. Colorful sail. Unusual. An oil cellar. You may have seen Kawit. They kept the children caged. Must have been a blaze to make Ra jealous.
Yes. They say the ship caught fire in the harbor last night.
Know how it happened?
No. I am just here to repair it.
The ship was dry docked when it caught fire. Traces of oil.
You break... Keep your distance, or I'll break your face.
Easy now. Did you see a young girl around the shipyard yesterday?
I see lots of girls. Most not worth looking at twice.
They would likely say the same of you.
If it is information you want, you have just tripled its price.
I'd rather throw my coin pouch in the river. There must be another way to make him talk.
Back off, I tell you. Stop, you brute! I will talk! By the limbs of Osiris, you are a cruel man!
What happened with the girl?
I looked at her twice. The second time, she was stealing my biggest jar of oil. She vanished like a demon in daylight. When I came back, the ruffians were destroying my stock. May the lot of you sink to the bottom of the Nile.
I think I understand what happened here. Gawit stole an oil jar from that oaf of a merchant, and hid until nightfall. Under cover of darkness, she spread oil on the ship and set it aflame. The blaze spread to the whole vessel. While the ship burned, Gawit freed the children held on the docks, but the bandits must have caught her. Whoever owns this ship was responsible for the kidnappings.
All right, so the detective portion of the mission is now done, and we are going to be heading to the ship to see if we can save the boy. As you can see, you can zoom out of the map here, and again, this is just a small area of what we were actually able to do and where we were able to go. And some of these videos, you know, some of the things that you've seen I've already done, some of the things I haven't done yet, and I've put these videos out in specific different ways to show you guys as much varied gameplay that I can, because I don't want it to be all like in a simple line for you to follow. I want this to be like, okay, if you want combat, come over to this video. If you want this side mission, come to this one, and things like that. So now we're going to go ahead and move on. Again, you can tackle these missions in any way that you want. You can do this completely stealthy. You just need to find yourself a boat, get over to that specific area, and then you can take out all the enemies stealthy. I did this mission twice. The first time I did it completely stealthy, but I already had some stealth gameplay for you guys, and I know that I haven't shown a lot of combat, so I decided to do the second time that I did it, which is more combat heavy and oriented, and also we get to use Sinew, so I've wanted to use him more and more to show you guys a little bit more of him. Now, the other thing that I wanted to note here was that unfortunately you can't bypass any of these enemies. You actually have to take them on, because actually I'm able to sneak all the way over to this other side here where the boy is. So I don't understand necessarily why we couldn't just figure a way to pick him up and then leave, but the game itself wants you to take out all of the enemies here, because you can see we're close, but we can't actually help him out.
What the hell?
And at this point I was deciding, well, I did it stealth already, maybe I should just start to show a little bit more of the combat off, but first I want to try to see if I can even grab him without anyone being alerted. Which, as you can see, you can speak to him, but that's it.
I will see to it. Cover your eyes.
I like how he says cover your eyes. You know, he knows that he is an actual kid, and it represents that. So that's one of the things I love about it. But again, purposely got caught here just so I can show off some combat. And as you can see, enemies will just overthrow you, and first of all, it's just so powerful. But take a look at the weapons I have. These are my double blades that I've been wanting to show off for quite some time. So I thought I'd give you guys a chance to take a look at it. Now you'll notice that in order to take this guy's shield out, you have to go in with a heavy hit. And then you can go in and start doing this stuff. But none of these enemies are cannon fodder. Like, they all are very challenging, and you have to literally, you know, think about the combat that you do. It's not button mashing to the slightest. There is a timing, a window of opportunity, and all of that. Even though the counters are no longer really there anymore, there still is a lot to think about when it comes to combat. And you can blow up those little things that you see on the ground. There's all different kinds of things that you can do besides just what you see here. You gotta love those arrows, guys. They can take you out pretty fast. And we got a pretty good shield as well.
Yes, it is safe now. Your brother sent me here. Where is Kawit?
They took her and everyone else to a house in the city. Some rich lady named Gaia owns it. It's by the temple of Hathor. Will you save my family?
By the Mother Goddess, I will.
And as you can see, we are still not done with this mission. This is actually a pretty decent amount of time for just a simplistic mission, but since we're already in this area, why don't we go ahead and pick up all of the loot, because this is technically considered a enemy hideout, so, or a stronghold. We can go, we've already taken out the captain, we just need to find the loot now, and it's going to be in one of these little huts here. So you can do, this just lets you know that you can do other things while you're in the middle of a specific mission or not. And I thought there was an animal in there, that's why I shot the cage. And we just leveled up to level 23. Now, unfortunately, I did not spend a lot of time in the ability section. That is because I did a lot of that in my previous gameplay that I did at E3. I wanted to show you as much gameplay as I could. We didn't have a lot of time, and I recorded so much more than anybody else because I just kept coming back and saying, hey, please let me show off as much as I can of this gameplay. And luckily, they allowed me to. Obviously, I couldn't if someone else that hadn't had a chance to play yet, so there was only a few limited spots per hour session, and we would have an hour session to actually do what we wanted to do. So I took around 3 separate hour sessions to try to show as much as I could. But I brought some hard drives, and I only had a certain amount of hard drive space, so I had to be very selective with some of the things I recorded to not show you repeat things, and to try to make it as fun as much as I could. There's a lot of gameplay that I did outside of the recording that I just didn't have enough space to show off. So unfortunately, there's a lot of things that I couldn't show you, but again, I tried to show you as literally as much as I could. So here, we need to just kind of like stealthily find the area where they are hiding her. But also, you're going to need to locate the key in order to open the cage, although I don't understand why you would need the key, because I feel like everything that's made back in this era could be easily destroyed. But so you just need to locate the officer or guard that has the specific key that we need, which will take him out.
So what do you miss most about your family? Oh, mother's cooking, definitely. She makes a delicious mustard pottage. Sometimes I wonder why I left home. I know why I left home. I'd hate to see what you would think of me now.
Now, the enemies did different things in my different time with this. The first time I did this, both enemies left at the same time. So the enemies won't always do the same thing. Like in this situation, he decided to leave at a separate time. And I like how he's got like a body on that he's holding. Which was kind of weird. I think that was a glitch of some sort, but there's going to be glitches in alpha versions. But we took him out pretty easily, and then we can take this guy out quickly as well. And this guy is actually being distracted by other things, so that's why we were able to sneak up on him. And he also has the key.
Must unlock something important.
And that's how you can get in there and complete this mission.
I've got the key.
Then use it! By a moon's hairy nipples. Live forever. Did Nestem knew?
No, young Ifri did.
Where is he?
What do you mean?
I followed you the whole way.
Take Matia home. Go.
Why don't you go with them?
I'm going to track down that Roman bitch who did this to my family. If you want to help me kill her, meet me at the house of Nef.
Obviously, this leads into more missions, so thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. And of course, I will see you on the next one. Peace out.